Hey guys, welcome to this week's video, and this week I will be talking about practically all the eyeshadows from Tarte because they all do have the similar formula and I do have the same thoughts on them. So mainly I'll be focusing on their best seller, which is the Tarte Tartelette, or also known as the Tarte Amazonian Clay Palette, which is an all matte eyeshadow palette. And then they had their clay Tartelette in Bloom palette, which had some shimmers in it. And last year for the holidays, they came up with this Tartelette Tease palette, and this has got some shades from the first palette, which is the Tarte Tartelette, and the second one, which is the Tarte in Bloom. So as you can see, it's just 6 very neutral colors. The top row is your warm one, and your bottom row is your cool color. Comes in a very cute pink and purple packaging. But most importantly, this follows the formulas from the original palettes that they came from. So that was why I'm using this palette as a comparison, as I've gotten rid of the other 2 palettes. And I have no interest in buying the Tartelette Toasted palette because I'm just not really a fan of their formula. So the all the Tarte palettes are about 190 ringgit or so, and they are available in Sephora in Malaysia, only in Sephora. But I do find their shade selections to be very lackluster compared to others. So I'll insert some pictures here for you to see. So here's the original Tarte palette. As you can see, the colors are quite lackluster and quite normal for me. They are very neutral and not eye-catching at all. So I just really feel uninspired when I look at this palette. And here's the second palette, the Tartelette in Bloom. As you can see, there are some shimmers here compared to the one which is all matte before. But again, the colors are very lackluster and very normal. There are no real contrast here for me to create a good look here, no variation. Hey guys, that's the swatch time, and just so you know, I'm not trying to make it suck on purpose. I'm swirling my finger in the pen quite a lot and then swatching twice just so that you can see the color properly. It just doesn't show up on my skin tone. So swatching from left to right on the first row, here's the first color, Whisper. As you can see, it's a light bone colored eyeshadow. The second one is Crush, a metallic gold, supposed to be a metallic gold. And then the third color, Heartbreaker, which is a dark brown color. And then the bottom row left to right, the first color is Wink, also a very light pinky color. And then First Kiss, which is a shimmery pink color. And then BFF, which is the last color and the darkest one, which is a dark purple in the palette. Here I'm trying to build it up because it's quite chalky. So as you can see, they are very basic, very neutral colors. So if you are a collector of eyeshadow palettes, you would already have these colors in there. But my issue with this palette, all Tarte eyeshadows, is that I just do not like the pigmentation in it. Well, they do have a nice buttery formula for their mattes, but I do find their shimmer colors to be actually very crumbly. You will see in the swatch that I include, they're very crumbly, and for some reason they just do not show up on my eyes. They blend well, they stay well, but you can't see them. I have got to build, and even on a base of Shadow Insurance by Too Faced, and also a foundation or either concealer to cancel out any colors. I've tried it with a white base. The colors just don't pop. I don't know whether if it's my skin tone or just that the formula just doesn't work with my skin type. But yeah, it is not. So it is one thing to consider that if you do have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, that you would already have these colors, because they are, well, honestly to be saying, too basic for me. So I decluttered all the other palettes, but I kept this one because, as you can see, magnetic closure, has a nice good mirror in it, and it's a good size for me to just chuck into my handbag or just travel with, and it has got all the basic colors that I need. But even with here, as you can see, if you're planning to get this palette, it's not limited edition, but it is sold out on Sephora currently. I'm so sorry about that. But if you're planning to get this one, this is about 95 ringgit.
and as you can see, you can get a good daytime look out of it. So if you are a person who don't really wear eyeshadows and you just want to wear a little bit of eyeshadows to go to either college or work, this would be a good palette for you to choose, because you've got all the neutral colors. But beware that this is going to be a very soft look, a very basic look, and you can't get much looks out of this because all the colors here are very soft and you don't have any really deep dark colors or any extremely bright shimmery colors for you to get any pop on your eyes. As for me, I'm wearing this palette on my eyes today, and I doubt that you can see anything. I mean, I tried my level best to use the darkest color in the palette here, but I had to like dig in. As you can see in the swatches, this just does not show up for some reason. So since this formula is similar to their original palettes, that's my thoughts on the original two palettes. And it's sad really, because we all need a good matte palette to accompany all the shimmery eyeshadows that we have, and I thought that the Tartelette Amazonian Clay palette would be it, but honestly it's not even as pigmented as some of my Estee Lauder eyeshadows, you know. And I'm a person who like, I want color, you know, like pow pow pow. I like something like Kat Von D or Urban Decay, you know, where I get color payout immediately, and this is just not it. So if you're somebody who's very into the natural look, you're very low-key, you hardly wear any eyeshadow at all, maybe the Tarte eyeshadows would work for you. But yeah, and also another disclaimer, maybe what doesn't work for me might work for you, and what worked for you maybe might not work for me. So don't get angry if this is one of your favorite eyeshadow formulas, because you know, hey, maybe it works for you. You know, if you are very fair skin tone, it might just work for you, but on my skin tone, the colors just do not show up. So that's all for today's video. I hope that this gives you some information before you would spend some money on an eyeshadow palette, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hey guys, anyway, I'm so sorry that today's video is short and that my voice is a little bit short. It's because well, the flu and fever is going on, like we say lah, musim demam, you know, and one person gets it in the house and everybody gets it. So my voice is a little bit gone. If you're wondering why my voice is gone, that's the reason why. So take care, drink a lot of water if you're having flu or fever. Even if you're not having it, just drink a lot of water and stay healthy. Bye bye.